Sommershield. Welcome to the Wise Agent webinar series. My name is Eleni Sommershield. I'm the Chief Operating Officer here at Wise Agent. And I'm joined today by a really dear friend of mine, Coni Meyers. Coni, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks for being here. I'm so excited to have you on the webinar because, and that's something, I mean, you know, there's so many different things. I'm even thinking back when I first moved to Arizona, you know, here, the wildfire season, if you have brush that's overgrown and touching your property, and maybe, you know, the brush is touching your house, your roof line or something, you could even contact your town and have that cut back. So it helps you prevent fires. I mean, there's so many things to think about when you're thinking about some of these disasters that may happen, that really, it is hard to remember that as a property owner, but then as a realtor, try to conveying that to everybody, having all of those resources in one area where you can just say, hey, here's this pamphlet, here's this resource guide for you to, for the realtors to share with their clients and their potential clients, it's just so much value in that, that I think that's, that's really valuable.
When somebody becomes a CKM advisor, it's about a 400-page resource center of things that are available. It's divided up into topics and stuff like that. But and then if there's something that's not in there, then just let us know and we'll work with you to get it out there, because the topics are so huge. And they're so varied depending upon where you live and what you're doing. But the most important thing is just to take that first step. You know, take that first step. Start with your simple go bag, or the kit. So my nonprofit is coming out, and our first initiative is called Kits for Kids. Mm-hmm. And I'm super excited about this. I want to partner with real estate companies and individuals, because the goal is to put a kit in the hands of every child, just a basic kit, and then they can go home and enhance it. But if I can get the kids are pretty powerful salespeople. Mm-hmm. And if I can get the kids to come home with their kit saying, hey, mom and dad, where's our kit? Right. Just maybe, and maybe that's an opportunity for you, if you join me in this initiative, for you to go to your community and go to the schools and say, hey, let's have a community outreach. Let's put some kits together. Let's make this a fun thing. Let's make it a picnic, or make it fun. That's the thing. You know, everybody, FEMA calls it preparedness, procrastination. It's because people don't want to think about it. They don't want to think over the fact that there might be a disaster. And it doesn't have to be what you might think is a disaster. If you're prepared for this, you'll be prepared for other types of crises and disasters that happen in your life. And one of the main things I talk about in the training is mindset, leadership, and communication, because those are that's the most important course in the entire training. I write that one.
And that leads to a question that somebody asked, where, how do you mentally prepare for a crisis? How do you, what's your thoughts on that, Coni?
Well, there's actually, when they download that, make a plan, do the plan, it's called STOP. It's an acronym. Mm-hmm. So the first thing you want to do is S for stop, let your mind go blank. And this is seconds. Okay. This is not, you don't take hours to do this, seconds. Then you take some deep breaths. T for take some deep breaths. And then third, you observe what's going on inside of you. Get your emotions. Where are you emotionally? And then observe what's going on outside of you. And then P is take the plan, do the plan, mm-hmm. Proceed with the plan. And if you and this works no matter what you're doing, mm-hmm. You know, if you're getting ready to have a big important phone call, you can use this STOP acronym to be able to get yourself in a mind. Like I did the STOP just before we went live.
Yeah.
Okay, let's be prepared for this.
Right.
So I talk about all of that in there.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's great.